Hey Capricorn, happy holidays. I hope you're all having an amazing day. We're going to see what's going on for you right now, what you need to know for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Let's see what is in store for you. We just had that full moon in Gemini, so I'm going to start off with some Moonology messages just to get a feel of what energies that you're working with. We have three new moon energies, new doors, new opportunities for you. Specifically, we have Scorpio energy, Aquarius energy, and Leo energy. Work through your fears bring love into the situation, and confidence is the key to your success. I like it. I like it a lot. Emotions running high. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. We also have luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. You're getting all these new moons. All these doors are swinging on open for you. It's a powerful time. It's a very powerful time because I see that whatever fears that you had in the past, you're not letting it stop you. You're plowing through it. You're knocking it down. I'm actually literally seeing in my mind's eye, like you're bulldozing a building, or like that's the visualization I'm seeing. It's like you're completely destroying, breaking down barriers, breaking down walls, something that had been holding you back. I'm also feeling like with this Aquarius energy, you could be feeling a little bit more detached from other people, or confidence is a key to success, was because this is an energy, new moon in Aquarius, this is an energy of doing things a bit different than what you're used to or what's traditional. This is going against the grain. This is breaking out of your comfort zone and challenging old ways of living, old beliefs, old mindsets, old energies, expectations from other people. This could even be showing that there's like a change in your community. This is I'm getting a energy of giving back, an energy of giving back or helping others in some way, shape, or form. Bringing in more light, bringing in more positivity, bringing in more play, more fun. It's showing here whatever you're starting recently or you're about to embark on, any new ideas, new plans, new relationships. It seems like this is a very fertile time for you, that it will lead to a lot of success and victory. Maybe if there's a situation where you have been detached from and you've been taken some time apart, step back from, maybe it's from another person, this could be confirmation for you that it's time for you to bridge the gap, or it's time for you to come forwards, and bringing in more love or bringing in more connection. Okay, maybe that maybe you have a bit of a fear of being vulnerable, being heartfelt, like all up in the feels. Emotions running high though. You could be feeling quite intense feelings being bubbled up to the surface. So let's see. Oh wait, let me put it here. Let's see what your animal energy is. My good old animal oracle deck. I just want to see the energy you're embodying during this time for Capricorn. Happy Saturday. If you're listening to this reading, I'm doing this reading, it's Friday, but Saturday, it is Saturn day. Your ruler, Capricorn. So I think it's fitting that we have your readings on a Saturday. Saturn day for Capricorn. Let's see though, what's going on for Capricorn, how my Capricorn's showing up right now. See your vibe. Rakun, are you hiding? Are you hiding? What are you hiding? What are you avoiding? Stingray? Didn't you guys have a decision in last week's reading? Like, was that your reading or someone else's? It doesn't matter. I'm seeing that you've been putting off or procrastinating or putting something to the side. I am seeing that however this plays out, however this unfolds in the near future, you're going to be very happy. Extremely happy. I'm seeing a lot of celebration. I know your birthday is around the corner, so start planning if you haven't already. This is a perfect time to start planning if planning a trip for a few of you. with this zebra. You could be taking some sort of trip far away across seas for some. Like I'm seeing international for a few of you. So enjoy that and have fun. Maybe you're traveling for the holidays. But I'm seeing you're coming into a lot more play. You're choosing to let loose. The raccoon is almost like you're being really shy or withdrawn, or you're kind of hiding yourself out from the world. This feels like hermit energy. You could actually just be very inspired in your own energetic field where you need less distractions, maybe less screen time. Maybe you're putting your phone away, putting it in a drawer somewhere, airplane mode. I feel like with the raccoon, you could be hard to reach right now. Maybe this is also where your fears are kind of getting in the way, or they're kind of pushing you into a corner, and maybe you're feeling a little intimidated or you're second guessing something, but you're choosing to follow your heart, right? Going back to this, bring love into the situation. Stingray to the otter. Otter is the happiest card in the animal spirit deck. It brings in a lot of love. It brings in a lot of happiness. It brings in a lot of playfulness. So you're choosing to lean into love rather than fear. You're moving away from this fear mindset or worrying, doubtful, restrictive, shadowy element. You're moving away from that. You're choosing to focus on the things that bring you joy, bring you light, bring you happiness. That's really good. Really, really good. Whatever this crossroad you may be at, because Stingray's crossroad energy as well, having a backbone, needing to really lean into your backbone, because there could be outside influences or opinions, people's projections, expectations they've been putting on you. And that could have been influencing your approach or influencing how you feel about yourself, about the projects you're working on, about the relationships you have. And I'm just seeing that as you take a moment to kind of reflect on, okay, what are these fears? Why am I stressing out about this? Why am I doubting this thing? Why am I overthinking this? I'm getting emotional about this. Emotions running high. Let me take a step back. Let me readjust. Let me lean back into my backbone. And fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna be happy. I choose to be me. I choose to be free. I choose to remove all blockages and doubts and worries and lean into the adventurous side. I feel like you're coming into a season of your life full of adventure, full of fun, maybe a little risk, maybe, I see things are gonna get quite interesting in the near future for you. So come out of hiding. You've been like, do you come out of hiding? Do you come out of hermit mode? Yes, this is the perfect opportunity to put yourself out there. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in your ability. Be confident in what you have to bring, what you have to offer this world. You're one of a kind. There's only one of you. You have your own unique spin. You're unique. I can't fucking speak. I feel like you gotta just go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Show me clearly what's going on for Capricorn. Temperance. Pretty chill energy. 8 of Pentacles. Consistent. Reliable. Dependable. 8 of Wands. You're moving quite fast. Quite fast. Star in the reverse. That fell right on top of the 8 of Wands. So yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of that doubtful vibe. 3 of Swords just flipped out with the Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Wands at the bottom. Let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this before I pull any more, because then we'll be here forever. 8 of Pentacles and Temperance. We have Sagittarius energy over here, which we're currently in, but you may find this reading months from now, years from now. Here you are, patiently anticipating / in this receiving mode, but you're also not just sitting around doing nothing. I feel like you're putting in a lot of discipline, but then you also are allowing yourself to take breaks too. I'm seeing that something that you're working on is getting recognition. You might not be giving yourself your own recognition though. Star in the reverse, 8 of Wands. It's like there might be people outside from you, or even this reading, even me saying like, you're talented, what you're doing is incredible. And you might be like, it's falling on deaf ears. Like you're not believing it, or you're like, yeah, right, eye roll. Like, oh my God, like it's not really getting through to you. So remember when I saw that vision of like the like bulldozing the wall down, breaking down the barrier? That's what is occurring for this collective. That block, that wall, whatever it is that you have been trying to protect yourself from, like fear of failure, fear of what? Like what are you so afraid of? What's the worst that could happen? You hear there's actually some kind of news that you might be receiving in the near future. It's going to help you get over some sort of heartbreak or some sort of loss or devastation or something that's been extremely challenging for you to move on from. I'm seeing this 3 of Swords. This collective has been going through some intense emotional purging, and it looks like for a moment you lost all hope, or you've just given up, or you've like had some sort of, I'm hearing missed opportunity, or something wasn't in alignment, but it felt really horrible. It felt terrible. Star reverse and the 3 of Swords is kind of just like energy of giving up and not really seeing beyond the pain. And so whatever this news is, or whatever you're working towards, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, you're like moving at a rapid speed. And you might also feel like time is speeding up. You might feel like the days are passing really quickly, but I also feel here with this energy around you, you're able to get done a lot. Like I'm seeing you're accomplishing a lot, getting a lot of things done. But the days seem to be passing quite fast. But you're not really resisting it, or I don't really see you're bothered by that. But there's something you've been having doubt about, something you have been having trouble believing, and maybe hurting your own feelings. With this 3 of Swords, you might be like overanalyzing, overthinking something. It's like heart-wrenching. You're hurting your own feelings. You're about to receive some sort of news, and this is going to completely change the path that you're on, because we go from a 3 of Swords and that Star reverse to then Wheel of Fortune, and Ace of Wands is at the bottom. There's something that lights you up. There's like this spark, this fire, this flame hits you out of nowhere. It creates this pivotal shift for you. I'm so curious what this is going to be. But tides are turning. 3 of Swords to a Wheel of Fortune. This pain that you're going through, this uncomfortable, intense, emotional, rocky area that you've been experiencing, this is changing. Like pretty immediately. Like it does feel like it's happening quite fast. It's happening very fast. Probably the day you're listening to this, you're already experiencing a shift in the direction you're going. And it's easing, or it's improving. Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Hermit, High Priestess. Look at all this major arcana. Like this is some significant transitional phase of your life. We have Cancer, Virgo, and Pisces over here. There is something that has like been sparked up like a wildfire. I'm seeing travel for some, moving for some. We touched on that earlier with the zebra, right? Seeing this new world from a whole different perspective, meeting new people from different backgrounds. Connections might be very important here, but this is you getting your mojo back. If you fell off track, you're getting back in alignment, back in your groove, feeling better than you have been in a long time. I'm feeling here there's also a lot of progression going on internally, especially spiritually. Hermit and the High Priestess. There's been something you've been kind of stuck in. Yeah, 8 of Swords. You felt stuck or trapped, or there is a blockage, like something didn't make sense, or you just felt you couldn't escape or get away, no matter how hard you tried. We have 3 of Cups and we have Knight of Swords. I think you could have been trying to distract yourself or stay busy, you know, whether this is with your work, whether this is with friends, just going out and about, just staying busy. I'm seeing like that has been something you have been trying to Get better at being alone. Some of you are working on embracing your solitude, embracing your space, embracing time to oneself. Kind of like we go back to the raccoon. Maybe at first, being in this darkness, being in this dark room all by yourself. Maybe that's not literally what you're doing, but hermit, right? He's all alone in this dark room. This feel like hermit energy. At first, it might have felt uncomfortable. You know, maybe you're used to having lots of people around you, used to being out and about and staying busy and having 100 things to do. And so now you're in this place where you are just on your own, in your own space, no distractions, no people yapping your ear off, or, you know, just finally a moment for you to slow down and go inwards. And maybe at first it felt uncomfortable. Maybe at first it was triggering. Maybe it was, you know, bringing up all this yuck, all this crap. But then the longer you sat in it, instead of running away from it with the chariot, I feel like this is showing you've transformed something from within, and now you are popping out, you are shining bright, you are, I don't know, I'm getting an image of fireworks. Someone lighting a little fireworks, you see that little, I don't know, that little wire, whatever the fuck it is. It's like getting closer to the whole thing blowing up. I feel like you've lit that firework and it's like 5 seconds before it explodes. Like, that's you right now. I feel like you're about to, this feels like a rebirthing energy. It feels like a total rebirth. I'm hearing rebrand for some of you. But it stems from within. You have these fire ideas, these fire visions, callings that you need to honor, that you need to listen to, that you need to pursue. You don't have time to waste, and you also don't have time for distractions right now. It's really time for you to lock in. Okay. Temperance and 8 of Pentacles. Sorry, I got like a hair in my eye. Temperance, 8 of Pentacles. For Capricorn, let's take a look. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is something you've been doing solo, independently, on your own personal gain, right? How you can gain from this in a way that adds value to your life. High Priestess. Anything else? Temperance and the 8 of Pentacles. The Devil. And that fell out on the 8 of Wands. Don't rush the process. Some of you are really in this rush. It's like slow down. Emperor, King of Cups, 3 of Swords. Yeah, see, I feel like this goes back to that suppression or avoidant or like just staying busy with maybe work, and detaching from how you truly feel. King of Cups, 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups, especially if it's involving you and another person and you've been putting that on the back burner. The way the Emperor has his back turned to the King of Cups, he has his back turned to his emotions. He has his back turned to the pain. He also has his back turned to people he loves, 2 of Cups. So maybe, you know, you've had to kind of, you've been in isolation or you've been hermiting, like you've been on your own for a bit. 9 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. You've been kind of just laying low, being a little mysterious, especially, right? Again, going back to the raccoon, you are showing up here very mysterious or hard to read, hard to reach, hard to get into contact with. Some people maybe feel like you don't have time for them. Some people are seeing you as, let me see, 9 of Pentacles and the Devil. Some people are seeing you as being selfish. Whether that's the truth or not, I'm not saying you are, but some people are like, damn, Capricorn's just all about themselves. They have no time for anything or anybody else. But, you know, you got to fill your cup up first. Let the rest overflow. It's most likely not personal, but I'm also seeing like a hyper independent energy. It's like, oh, I don't need nobody else. Push them all away. And that could just be fear of connection, fear of intimacy, fear of love, fear of being loved, being seen, being celebrated. There's some sort of discomfort here where you feel the need to be in control. So is this something you're having to work through? Probably. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands for Capricorn. Whoa, we got these two. 4 of Wands and the King of Swords. There's someone you're not really trusting right now. Have they given you a reason not to trust them? Let's see what's at the bottom. Five of Swords. Yes, they have. Okay. So, okay, Five of Swords, the Moon, and the Prince of Cups. You're like, well, what are their true intentions? What do you want? So you're getting some sort of message, or someone is moving towards you, offering you some form of support or some sort of, it's like a gentle, soothing, nurturing, celebratory energy as well. And you're like, what do you want from me, bitch? King of Swords. You're like, either this is, I was going to say, well, are you protective over this person? It's like, no, you're protective over yourself. You're protective over yourself. There's something you've gone cold or icy or detached from. It's tense. There's some tension here. When someone got some tension. Eight of Wands. Okay, King of Wands, he's flipping out sideways. Not entirely upright, but not entirely reverse. What's at the bottom? Six of Swords reverse. There's like something you'll be returning to in the near future. Or picking back up in the near future. You might be a little frustrated or irritated with it, or a little like insecure or doubtful, or you're kind of questioning whether or not it's something you want to be part of. Eight of Wands, Page of Cups reverse, and then Justice. So you have, I feel there's something to do with an injustice in the past or recent past. There's lack of accountability, almost like lack of communication, point blank. Like there could be blocks, there could be misinterpretations of what was said. We just came out of Mercury retrograde, so that was definitely, I don't know about y'all, but that was messy. That was a messy time. I'm not, that's all I can say. Messy, but it's fine. It's good stuff. Gotta stay grounded through it all. There's some sort of apology you could be receiving, or you may be apologizing if you did something wrong. You could be taking ownership. This might be involving family too. 10 of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups and the Chariot. This could be someone you took a break from, or you took some space from because you felt overwhelmed. So someone pissed you off, got on your bad side. They might be trying to apologize or make things right, bring justice to the situation. But it's a matter of, will you accept it? You might not really, going to the next card, which is a Star in Reverse, you might not really see the point in any of this, or you might not really see this is worth saving for some of you, especially the Three of Swords. You might see this as, oh no, this is going to bring me more pain. You might be looking at this, be like, I'm better off alone, Hermit, High Priestess. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition. What I'm seeing from earlier of that Temperance and the 8 of Pentacles, you've been putting in a lot of effort towards yourself, bettering your health, working on, like overcoming these deeply ingrained cycles in your subconscious, like from deep programming, and then I'm hearing deprogramming. It's like you're rewiring your brain and your instincts, and like, so you might be seeing this as like, okay, no, I'm just gonna get sucked back into this. This is just gonna trigger me all over again. I know better than this. Justice, right? Doing what's fair, doing what's just, doing what's responsible, even though your heart could be saying one thing, logically, you have to do what's going to be best for you, what's going to bring you the long-term happiness here. So Star reverse. Hangman reverse and the Three of Wands. Change of plans. You've changed your mind, or you've changed what you've desired before, very different to what you desire now. In this place, in this chapter of your life, you've had an awakening. You've had this light bulb moment, this light bulb gone off, okay? It feels like remember what we were saying with this new moon Aquarius, and it's like different approach, going against the grain, doing things that's like non-traditional. That's what this is. Three of Wands and Hangman in the reverse. This is a totally new version of you that you're stepping into, that you're embodying, that you're embracing. And it definitely stems from within. Again, I keep getting whoever you are, you're on this path of self-exploration and like soul searching and finding yourself and rediscovering yourself, or rebuilding, refurbish yourself. Yeah, why not? Eight of Pentacles. Look at how much you've been working on yourself. Eight of Pentacles, Empress, and the Ace of Wands. Just total glow up. Holy shit. And so we have the Ace of Swords. Just a completely new perspective, new way of seeing the world, new lens. And the sword, you see through the cloudiness, you see through distortions, you see through the make-believe, even the star in the reverse. You're not falling for something that appears like glitz and glam and perfection, but like behind closed doors, it's none of that. You see through the facade, you see through people's masks, you see through your own mask. If you've been lying to yourself, you're coming clean to yourself. You're like, hey, let's be real, let's be honest. Having those deep epiphanies. You're becoming your most authentic self. And this is something that you've rattled with in the past, or Five of Wands, Princess Swords, Ace of Cups. Think that, look, and then we have the Eight of Wands. You might look at certain relationships as like a distraction, or they just kind of interrupt or cause chaos, or it's not the most stable. Ace of Cups, Princess Swords, Five of Wands. You might see, like, at least with this particular person, they just kind of add chaos to your life, or it's very up and down and like turbulent water. Like, I'm literally seeing someone in a sailboat through these crazy ass waves and just feeling that motion sickness. Like, maybe that's how this situation has made you feel in the past, like just sick to your stomach, like completely utterly nauseous, or like that's so wild. Yeah, okay. And then we have Eight of Wands and Six of Pentacles reverse, something that's just completely throwing you off balance or off track. Okay, well, yeah, Ace of Swords. It would be wise, especially if this is something that's coming towards you. It would be wise to just knock it down, or steer clear, like, steer clear if possible. If you have to confront something, then do it with a fresh mind, a sharp blade, so you can cut through the crap. Okay, what's this Three of Swords? Page of Wands and a Fool. Four of Swords, you're healing. Beautiful, magnificent. So yeah, we were saying that earlier, that this is a huge pivotal point for you in your journey. And despite the disappointments, or despite this like heart-wrenching experience, relationship, situation, you still have a lot of hope and optimism for what's ahead and what lies ahead and what's next for you in your future. This is something that you are putting your intentions towards, is like new beginnings, new experiences, seeing the world, going to different places, meeting different people, just really starting fresh. That's gorgeous. So it's like, I'm hearing that this heartbreak set you free. Some sort of prayer is being answered as well, right? This Four of Swords, he's laying, he's got his hands in prayer position. There's something that you've been praying about, holding on to. Four of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. You've been like praying for this to be over. And it is, but you guys gotta let go. If you haven't let go already, because this full moon in Gemini, sorry, I have an itch. My eyebrow. This full moon in Gemini is all full moons are about releasing. This full moon in Gemini could have revealed or given you some sort of truth or clarity, or maybe there was necessary communication or information that you came into, because Gemini's Mercury ruled, Mercury energy, and we also just had Mercury retrograding. So everything's like syncing up. Everything is aligning and falling into your lap, and it's just showing that you're finally able to let something go. Holding on to your peace, your sanity. Okay. And so let's see why this Wheel of Fortune's here. What's the next move for you? Seven of Pentacles. Well, something that you've been giving a lot of thought about. Then we have a Page of Pentacles. And then we have the World. You've been giving a lot of thought about ending something and turning your back or like starting over. Yeah, see, we have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom. You've been weighing this out, yes or no. You've been at this crossroad, you know. Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ten of Wands. This has been carrying such a heavy burden. Like you have been carrying a lot of weight. And this has to do with some sort of commitment, some sort of soulmate energy. And soulmates, just because, oh my God, they're your soulmate, doesn't define everything, define your life, define your future. Like it's just a label. Just because, okay, soulmate energy. Yeah, but souls. You and this soul, yeah, you'd probably know each other from past lives, future lives as well. Whatever you believe in. There's plenty of soulmates that you'll have and experience through this life. There's not just one. There's billions of people on this fucking planet. It's not just one. Okay? But I'm seeing that this could have been like a very deep karmic lesson that you went through with a particular person or these particular people. Because it could definitely be multiple, right? This Ten of Wands carrying multiple wands, multiple sticks that are weighing it down. And you're at this point in your life where you're like, do I want to continue this? Do I want to carry this into this new path, this new year, right? Probably not. Probably not. And from the looks of it, again, you're thinking a lot about the changes you're making, what's next for you. You've been doing a lot of deep contemplation, a lot of it. And you're just starting to recognize like, hey, I think Spirit is saying something better out there for you. Fuck, my eyebrow, stop. It's like itchy. I don't know what. Is there some sort of like superstition about an itchy eyebrow? Because why is it itchy? I don't know what the fuck, bitch. Anyway. They say like, oh, itchy palm, money's coming in, whatever. But like itchy eyebrow, what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't, who knows? Well, anyways, there's a door that's closing. You may be getting closure. You might be getting answers. Then the answers you need are coming. You've been in this deep contemplative energy for a while, but I feel that a new path is revealing itself to you. I think that it's over. I think this chapter is done. I think you've learned all you needed to learn in this place, in this job, in this environment, in this relationship. I think Spirit is giving you the green light, the thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. Giving you the go ahead to move on with your life. You're ready. Let's see. Ace of Wands and the Chariot. Tower. You're totally ready for a change. Two of Wands and the Prince of Cups. You might actually have love coming in. That might be something you don't expect. That might be something that you least expect, honestly. But yeah, here, look at this Two of Wands, how he's looking over the tower. Completely ready to change his life and leave the past in the past. Maybe even leave a lover in the past. Maybe you are not compatible with someone. Even though you may have love for them, you may care about them, you might recognize, okay, you know what? We're just not in alignment. Doesn't mean you're a bad person, I'm a bad person. Like, we're just not on the same page, and that's okay. You're gonna find your best fit, I'm gonna find my best fit, sort of thing. So I see that you are making a decision based on like self-love, and you're doing this out of like what's for the best. You're doing this out of pure intention. Yeah, you're closing this cycle. You're closing this cycle. You're closing this door. Empress, Four of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. And like I said, y'all, there is an opportunity presenting itself that's going to lead to a lot of growth, a lot of happiness, a lot of expansion. You probably don't even know or are aware that this is occurring, and this is the aftermath of this choice, of this transition, of this redirection. I don't even think you realize how big this actually is. And you probably aren't going to really realize or recognize how significant this is until, this next chapter, this next phase of your life starts. And I think that you're like on the verge. All this new moon. At the bottom of this was new moon. So specifically, let me see here. Scorpio is 8th house. That would definitely talk about some of y'all gotta file your taxes, okay? Money, other people's money specifically. Maybe if there's money that's owed to you, you're getting your money back. Or if there's some sort of debt that needs to be cleared or paid off, that's a theme for here with Scorpio. Transformation, of course. Aquarius, this is bringing attention to your social circle, your networking, your communities. It could even talk about things online or through social media, or it's like technology, new ways, new technology, I fucking hate AI. I don't fuck with AI. I don't want to go on about it, but I just don't rock with it. I think it's terrible for the planet, and yeah. Anyways, technology. Use it to your benefit if you wish. If you don't. I'm not the person to talk about that. Leo, 5th house, bringing in play, creativity, children for some of you. Either this is you unlocking the door to your inner child, learning how to play, learning how to have fun. Maybe you had a rough childhood and you had to grow up really fast and you didn't get the full experience of just having fun and enjoying life and being present and just letting loose and not being so uptight and serious. So it's this is a time for you that's being activated for you to really find what lights you up, what do you enjoy, what really speaks to your soul, what could you do for hours and not get bored of, and you could do it forever. Maybe that's too much, but because there is something about that could actually bring in a lot of financial opportunities for you. Taurus, 2nd house, that can represent your money, your investments. It can talk about your skills that you have. Maybe you're definitely learning new skills that are going to benefit you and help you earn more bang for your buck, making more of just stabilizing your life. And then we have this new moon in Sagittarius, that's 9th house, that can represent traveling, knowledge. Some of you could be going back to school, you're thinking about, or you're finishing, if you're in school right now, you could be getting your degree, you could be getting some sort of certificate, maybe you're studying abroad, or you're being guided towards travel, study abroad, or working abroad. Some of you are straight up doing that. Maybe you do something with travel for your work, or you're wanting to get paid to travel or something like that. I don't know who this is for, so this might be really specific. I'm going to end this reading really soon, but for someone that's listening, and if you've been wanting to manifest making money while traveling, or you want to work but also see the world, I feel this is confirmation for somebody out there that you're going to be doing that. So I don't know who that's for, but let me know or send me a message. Would love to hear how it resonates. But lots of doors are opening up for you. A lot of opportunities. You got 5 new moons. Lots of doors are opening up for you. You are not limited at all at this time of the year. The world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. So I see you leaving behind a lot of old, outdated, lingering, restrictive, unhappy situations that, it had to end. It's for the best. You're better off now, or you will be better off if you're still going through the motion. Honor those emotions running high. But yeah, you guys are truly in this huge transitional stage where a year from now, 5 years from now, you're going to be living an entirely different life. It's going to be such improvement, it's going to be your dream life. So you get specific of what it is that you're calling in, what it is that you're attracting, right? All this new moon, new intentions. Be intentional of the seeds that you're planting. This full moon in Gemini, like I said, full moons are all about releasing, it's completion, but it's telling me with all those new moons coming out, it's like, okay, you've cleared whatever that was blocking your path. You've cleared it. Now, what do you want to create? What do you want to experience? What do you want your reality to reflect? This is the time for you to focus on that. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm going to leave you reading here. We've been yapping for like 40 minutes now. Okay. But I love you so much. My channel hit 70,000 a couple days ago. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Let me know how it resonates. Private readings are available down below. Happy fucking holidays. And I'll see y'all around. Bye.